What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of WWE Content. And this week, I know, as a matter of fact, last weekend, I so many emotions running through my head, running through my whole body. Like everything that I've witnessed over the weekend, everything I saw on Monday Night Raw, everything I witnessed on Dark Side of the Ring, everything that I witnessed on Friday Night SmackDown last night. I couldn't believe it. Like, I couldn't believe any of it with the matches, the in ring promos, Brock Lesnar retiring, finally retiring. Dark Side of the Ring, hearing about the story of the Renegade. And then last night, SmackDown. I mean, so much just going through my head. It was a lot. It was a lot of emotion, a lot of, let's say, disappointment, a lot of anger, a lot of what the hell, and just so many questions. So many questions. I don't know. A lot has happened from SummerSlam to the aftermath of SummerSlam to now leading up to Sunday night main event in September, and not to mention next month is going to be yet another crazy month of wrestling. Not only we have Sunday night main event, but for AAA, we have Triple Mania coming up, and after that we have Worlds Collide coming up in Chicago. Which, of course, for all you AEW fans out there who are listening, they are going to have the exact same date as Worlds Collide for AEW all in Chicago. So we have two wrestling companies having their own show on the exact same day in the exact same city, but at different arenas. For AEW, they're going to be held at the all new arena, and then of course for AAA Worlds Collide, they are going to have their event at the famous United Center, where everybody knows and loves. Of course, that's where all the concerts are held for Disney on Ice, where the Bulls play, like all that wonderful stuff. That's going to be held at United Center, and let's just say next month is going to be a whirlwind of craziness for wrestlers. And all those wrestling fans, they are going to get a whirlwind of craziness that's heading their way. But I know we have a lot to cover up. Like I said, SummerSlam, the Monday Raw after SummerSlam, Dark Side of the Ring about the Renegade, and then Friday Night SmackDown. The recap, the aftermath of what happened at SummerSlam is now back on SmackDown, where we have a retaining champion, a new women's champion, legends coming back to get their titles, and then for the women we have again a legend coming back, and then of course we have a new girl on the roster from NXT. She came out and she kicked ass, which by the way I'm really happy with that. But like everything that has happened this past week, I mean, my mind has been, what the hell's going on? Like, again, SummerSlam, and then Brock Lesnar retires. I I just couldn't believe it. Like, I didn't want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I thought his retirement was gonna be at WrestleMania, like it was always gonna be, because he main evented so many SummerSlams. He won main championships of SummerSlams. Heck, he was the main guy of WrestleMania. But then he decides to retire at SummerSlam, and everything that happened. I mean, I couldn't believe it. But what I liked, the one thing that I liked, was he retires with his held up high, and he tells everybody, to WWE Universe, from people watching in the stands and fans watching at home, saying, "This is the future. This is the past. This is the future. Take care of it." When he did that, I tipped my hat to him. Like, thank you for the wonderful memories, and thank you for being the baddest dude on the planet. Because now, Obafemi is the new guy, and he's about to kick ass. Now, the Monday Raw aftermath, I mean, let's just say it got better. I for sure thought that when it came to the Monday Night Raw after SummerSlam, I really, 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 really thought it was going to be a shit show. I mean, think about it. I mean, come on, Saturday it was pathetic. But of course, the CM Punk Cody Rhodes match redeemed itself. Then, of course, the famous Brock Lesnar versus Femi Hell in a Cell match again redeemed itself. But after that, I'm like, what are they gonna do? But what I liked was that they stuck to their guns and they showed out what they were made of. And let's not forget about the infamous main event of day 2. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. So much history was there that night. So much emotion. Everything that's been building up for the past 14 years. Like, it was incredible. Like, it was me and my mom, we were watching it. I called my friend Eduardo. We're FaceTiming each other. We're watching this match together, and we were just going crazy. And, like, I gotta say, I've never seen my friend Eduardo. I never seen him act like that. Like, he was going crazy. He was like he was chanting with me. We were talking about Roman Reigns. Like, I never seen him like that. But him being like that, rooting for Roman Reigns and what he was doing, it was amazing. It was incredible. Like, I never saw that side of him, but I'm glad I did for SummerSlam. But what I liked, the one that night, that what I liked was after the match, Roman beats him fairly. And instead of them just squashing it, handshake or a hug, they did the famous shield bump. And they left a space in the middle, and that was for Dean Ambrose. That right there, WWE, the WWE, they just saw a pose. But what we saw as hardcore fans, we saw legacy. We saw a tribute. We saw history being made that night. The last chapter of The Shield is done. After 14 years, it's finally come to an end. Now, what's next for Seth? I don't know. He's got to pick himself back up. He's got to figure out what his next move is. Who knows? He might come back and might want to go to the mid card level and maybe make some titles relevant in the WWE. But yeah, he might want to have a rivalry with Chad Gable for the Crown Championship, like he did with Dolph Ziggler back in the 2010s. I mean, the possibilities right now are endless for this guy. Or better yet, he might want to come back for Money in the Bank and want the Money in the Bank contract again and cash in on somebody like CM Punk again. Who knows? Like I said, the possibilities right now are endless for the guy. As for Roman, different story. For Roman, he's now got an LA Knight problem. Now I'm not mad. The promos that they cut, it was badass. I gotta say, LA Knight, he kind of impressed me a little bit what he was doing. But bro, say one more crappy thing about the bloodline and their legacy. You're going back on my list. As for the others, awesome matches. Dope promos. La Primera came back. The man Becky Lynch came back. Oh, and of course, Chad Gable, the new Intercontinental Champion, and he did a freaking amazing. Not to mention that we had a tag team, a badass tag team match with Chad Gable and Benta versus JD McDonough and Dom Mysterio. Like, it was incredible. That to me was incredible. And then Obafemi. Oh my god, the the ceremonial robe, him laying out, he laid everything out about Brock Lesnar and his legacy, about Obafemi being the next big guy in the WWE, to him calling out the whole locker room, stating that if you want to come and fight me, then come and get it. And who comes out? Then the Vision. But not just the Vision. No, not just the Vision itself. Braun Breaker. The look he gave to Obafemi, I knew he wanted to fight him. But he had a match against Joe Hendry, so of course he fights Joe Hendry and he's off. But he was just staring back and he was looking at what Oba said, and he was like thinking about what he was saying, and he looked at Oba and like nothing was said. He just looked at him straight in his face. That cold look on his face, and I knew that something was going to happen between them. It may not happen now, but in the future, we might see Obafemi versus Braun Breaker. When and where? I don't know. Could be next week. Could be Sunday main event, could be Money in the Bank, could be the Royal Rumble, could be Elimination Chamber, or WrestleMania. They have a long road to get to where they need to be. So let's just hope and wait to see the right time they're about to clash. Speaking of people clashing other people, Big Cass is back, baby. For all you old school fans out there who was a fan of Big Cass back in the day, this man's been gone for 8 freaking years, and now he is back in the business. And he demolished Javon Evans after having the baddest match ever in his career against Ethan Page once again. But what I liked more was he said, I've been gone for 8 years. 8 years. And I've seen these rookies come in saying, oh, they're the big guy. They're the best in the business. No, I'm going to come and I'm going to take down everybody who gets in my way. And what got me chills was when he said, Javon, nothing personal, man. You were one of the many, many people I want to put down. You're not the first, but you ain't going to be the last. And I'm like, whoa, buddy, whoa. Like, step back a bit, man. Step back. I get you're hungry for a title match. I get that. I understand that, but take it down a notch. And then the main event. The main event. Royce Keys. Trigger Fatu. And it wasn't your normal standard pinfall submission match. No, it was a street fight. A freaking street fight. And it was incredible. These two guys put on a freaking match. And Jacob Fatu, again, of course, duh, he wins. But the Tonga hold, choking the life out of Royce Keys. Next thing you know, he coughs up blood. And Roman comes out, gives him the nod, and that's it. That's all we get. Not a acknowledgement, not Roman saying good job, nothing. He just went out, he gave him a nod, and that was it. But the second Roman comes back behind the curtain, who comes out to approach him than Rey Mysterio, the general manager of AAA, where he said, I have a proposition for you. Would you like to hear it? Cuts to black. That was it. So I'm like, what the hell's going on right now? What do you mean? What do you mean you have a proposition for him? Is it a title match? Is it gonna be an event Triple Mania one night? What's the deal right now, Ray? Tell us what we want to know. So I don't know. I don't know until the next day. I'm at the beach. I'm having a good time with my mom. We were getting a suntan. I was having a blast. Out of nowhere, I get a reminder on my phone stating that Rey Mysterio talked to Roman Reigns, and of course, since WWE is going to be in Mexico for a couple weeks due to their schedule, and of course with Triple Mania on the line, and they're going to have their Mexican tour, they decided, of course, Monday Night Raw is going to be held live in Mexico City, where Roman Reigns will be in the main event defending the WWE World Heavyweight title, but against a luchador. Which one? We're not sure. But we have a tournament coming up, I think, around next week, where we will see a luchador fight Roman Reigns in the main event in Mexico for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now I saw that and now I'm like, finally! A main event in Mexico City on Monday Night Raw where Roman's gonna defend the title. Like, we've seen him defend the title at big PLE events. I mean, come on. Clash in Italy, a SummerSlam, and now a Monday Night Raw in Mexico against a luchador. Oh my god, it's gonna be incredible, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for this match coming up. So after that, I watched Dark Side of the Ring, and man, that episode that got me actually. I mean, look, I've said a lot about Dark Side of the Ring episodes. Some get me, some break my heart, some make my jaw drop, but this one, like the Renegade, all the shit he went through to be in the wrestling business, all the crap he went through just to be the next big thing, the next main guy. It just wasn't enough. And he got cut short. And what's messed up is that he was just a spitting clone image of the Ultimate Warrior. The messed up part is that they tried to get the Ultimate Warrior. They tried. They stated that in the WCW in the early 90s, when they were poaching talent from the WWF, they poached Hulk Hogan. Then they poached Scott Hall and Kevin Nash. They poached all these great guys in the wrestling business. They were going to poach the Ultimate Warrior next. But the Ultimate Warrior was going through some legal action and stuff against the WWF for his right to his name or something for his wrestling gimmick because of all the merchandise stuff that they've been selling, and he was going to get a better pay cut out of it. So while Ultimate Warrior is going through legal stuff for the WWF and how much he was getting paid for, of course, merchandising and ticket sales and stuff and matches he was doing, they make a clone image called the Renegade. Like, you can see this guy, and he had the face paint. He had the tassels on his wristbands. He had the colorful tights. Hell, he even did the running down the entrance way, going crazy, shaking the ropes, doing the rock and roll headband thing. That was Ultimate Warrior 101. And the Renegade, he tried. He tried so hard. He tried. He wanted to be the best of the best. But the WCW didn't give it to him. They just couldn't. And then WCW, of course, Monday Night Wars, that ended badly for him, where his friend stated, "How about you go to WWE?" And he's like, "I don't know if I can. I mean, if I do, they're gonna start me from the bottom, and I want that. I want to be the top guy. I want to be the main guy." And how he died, how he died. I'm sorry, but I don't think it was suicide. I don't think it was. Like, the statement that his girlfriend gave to the police about him beating her up. She grabs the gun, but he grabs it first and then shoots himself in the mouth. I don't believe that for a second. I don't know. Look, I'm not saying what is the lie and the truth, but I just don't think he would be. It would be that simple or that easy for him to die like that. I think something else happened. But of course, the girlfriend wasn't part of the interviews. I mean, she was asked, but she never called back. So I wonder what really happened that night he died. I wonder. I really wonder. Of course, Dark Side of the Ring ended. My mind was going through crazy emotions. So, like, I'm like, what the hell's going on? The next thing you know, next thing you know, SmackDown comes on. SmackDown last night. Oh my god. Like, what? What? Again, badass promos, dope matches, a legend coming back, stating what he was meant to do in the first place. And then, of course, typical Sami Zayn bitching and complaining, but now he's gonna bitch and complain even more because of a messed up wrist he had at SummerSlam. Oh, and of course, title matches. Title matches. Women's tag team title match. Men's United States title match. And then, of course, I mean, Shinsuke Nakamura calls out MFT. They call out Tamatonga, Tongalo, Talatonga. And what got me confused the whole time was, what do you mean you're not doing this alone? Who is coming to help you? You're not okay. You're not one man army. Okay, who is going to be part of your army? Like, who is it? We might find out next week due to now it's been now announced a triple threat tag team match for the tag team titles. You got R-Truth and Damian Priest versus the War Raiders versus MFT with Haku. Now, we might see Shinsuke Nakamura come out and sabotage them. We might not see him come out. Either way, something's gonna happen to MFT where they are going to get hurt by Shinsuke Nakamura and a special someone coming in the ring to get the crap out of them. Now, who? I'm not sure, but it's gonna be awesome. Main event time. Charlotte Flair, Jade Cargill. Now Jade, she did okay. Charlotte Flair, badass girl. I mean, badass girl. She's just amazing. Like I love her. I love her. Towards the ending, like we have 3 minutes left. Who comes out? Then Jade's little posse, BFAB, Meechin. But then Alexa Bliss, her music comes out. Now we all know she's injured. We all know she's got an arm brace. She had surgery. Again, she's out for a couple weeks. She's out for I think a month or two. We don't know the exact date she's coming back, but she's out. But she brings out Lily. Smile, lights go out. And we're like, what the hell's going on? Is the wife Sis coming back? Is Uncle Howard coming back to scare her? And is Nikki Cross coming out? Like, who is coming out to scare someone? Boom. Tatum Paxley, former NXT Women's Champion, who made her debut in NXT a few years ago, who has been through hell and back with The Culling, who's been through hell and back with Bailey, Lyra Valkyria, the best of the best woman in NXT. She got the call. She went to SmackDown and she kicked ass. Thanks to that, Charlotte Flair wins. And now Jade Cargill and her little posse have another girl to be afraid of. I mean, now you got a Chelsea Green problem. You got Alexa Bliss problem. You got a Charlotte Flair problem. And now you got a Tatum Paxley problem now, girl. Like you better be prepared because this girl, she is crazy. Better yet, know what? Let me say this. She is more crazier than Alexa Bliss. Now, I've seen Alexa Bliss fight. I've seen her fight like crazy. I've seen her be the scariest crazy person I ever met in the WWE. But Tatum Paxley is a whole nother crazy person in a wrestler. Now I'm happy she's on. I'm happy she's on SmackDown. I'm happy. I'm excited because her terror, her reign of terror over Jade Cargill and her posse, it's gonna be electrifying. Now tonight, it's Saturday. Triple A. The last day of Verna de Escandalo, where we will see the Ley de Arenas champion defend her title in a triple threat match. We are going to see crazy matches coming up to the tournament of the Latin American champion for Triple Mania. And of course, the king of the luchadors, Dominic Mysterio. We will hear from him in an exclusive interview about why and what he did for joining El Hoyo and betraying a Grande Americano to make Perros de Mal win their match. Like I said, this week has been a whirlwind of emotions. Like, I still can't believe it. I can't believe what I witnessed. I can't believe what I've seen. I can't believe all the craziness that has happened has now just begun. Like SummerSlam, it was a little bit crazy. The road to SummerSlam was pretty insane. But this right now, the road for the Luchadors, the road to Triple Mania, for WWE, the road to Sunday Night Main Event, the road to Money in the Bank. Let's just say, Money in the Bank time? Be prepared for what's going to happen as the next Mr. and Miss Money in the Bank will cash in and become the new champion of the WWE. Watch out. That's all I have for today. Hope you guys get to be able to watch Triple A. It will be live everywhere in on YouTube. But if you live in, I guess, South America or outside the states, it will be live on Fox Sports. So hope you guys enjoy your weekend. And I'll talk to you guys soon.